Today we're looking at XLR dynamic microphone. We previously looked at USB mics, the condenser one, the Blue Yeti, and the Shure one, the MV7 USB. If you got this MV7 USB, that's all the mic you need. It works both XLR and USB. It is a perfect mic and it is all the mic you need. This will even do you for recording guitar, vocals. It's just a very good all-around microphone. And today we're going to look at more dynamics, starting with the mic that I use, the mic that you're hearing here, which is the Behringer Xm 8500. It cost me $25 at Sweetwater. It does 50 to 15,000 hertz. It needs a cable and a mic clip. I didn't like the mic clip that came with it. When I got my spring arm desk stand from Pile through Amazon for $20, it came with several mic clips that were much better. We're going to look at the rest of the Shure line. Next up is the one on the left, which is the Shure SM48. It is $50. It goes from 55 hertz to 14,000, so it is less than the Behringer, and it costs twice the price, but it's probably a better microphone overall if it's built as well as the one next to it, the one immediately to the right, which is the SM58. That is the mic you find on every concert stage, in every mic that's being sung with vocals. The SM58 is the workhorse. We had one that we used with our band. We had it from 1983 to the year 2000. It fell on the floor many times. It got dents on that top chrome screen, and it still works. It is said that you could drive railroad spikes in and still sing vocals through it. After that, we go up to the MV7X, which is the XLR only version of the MV7. This one only has an XLR input in the back. It doesn't have a headphone input. It doesn't have a USB, but it only costs $180 to $225. So it is $80 to $100 more than the SM58. It goes from 50 hertz to 16,000. This is the mic you will find that most YouTubers and podcasters on the internet use. You will see that Shure logo on the side there. That tells you that it's an MV7, and it's the one that most of the podcasters use. This one is XLR only, so it has to have a preamp and a cable. The more expensive one, the one for $250 to $315, is USB and XLR. It has the headphone out, it has a high-pass filter, it does sound shaping, it has a computer app. It's got more bells and whistles. And finally, we have the SM7B, which at $400 to $500 goes from 50 hertz to 20,000. This is a great all-around microphone. This is perfect. It will record almost everything. Has a very good low end, a very good high end. It's a dynamic microphone. It's very sturdy. It's XLR only. It needs a preamp, and the preamp must have a lot of headroom because this mic has no transformer like the SM58 and the SM48 have. It delivers a lower signal, and therefore you have to have more gain on your preamp or your mixing board. It also has great rejection from the back. So if the mic is pointed at your face and you're talking and you're across the way from somebody you're interviewing or something and they're talking, you're not going to get a lot of what they say through this microphone. So they need their own microphone. That gets recorded great. This is very cardioid, and it is $400 to $500. And that is all the microphone almost everybody needs. I've heard people record guitar and vocals with this microphone, and it sounds great. Record them at the same time with one microphone, acoustic guitar and vocals, and it sounds great. This is the mic found in most radio stations. The only other mic you find there is the Electro Voice RE20, which we used to have in our studio and is a great mic. We used to use it for narrations. We also used to use it as a kick drum mic and a floor tom mic. But I understand the new mics today start developing noise after a while, and people have had to send them back to either get them replaced or fixed. That plus the fact that they're $400 to $600, I'm not recommending them to people today. If you can find an old RE20 on eBay, it might be a good deal. The Electro Voice RE20 is a very good microphone. It compares high to this SM7B. If you have this is the microphone you need. You're going to need a cable for all of these, an XLR cable. That's what you're going to plug the microphone into your mixing board and preamp. And you can see it goes right there inside the XLR input on the far left side. Or up here on the mixing board, there's two on this particular mixing board. You also would need a windscreen for like the SM58, my Behringer, the 58, the 48, the windscreen. These come with it. The MV7 and the 7B come with it. This is like $2. A pop filter is also recommended. It is not as vital as it is with condenser mics, but it does help with the pop, and I use one on my Behringer. I've got a pop filter, and I've got a cotton sock over the top, which basically I use to keep dust away from it. I keep the cotton sock on all the time. It doesn't really remove much of the high end that much, and it also helps with the pop and the pop filter. So this is our look at dynamic XLR mics. These are better on the low end than the condenser mic, especially the Blue Yeti, which is a good introductory mic, but it's pretty thin and pretty transparent. And the MV7 and even my Behringer is very, very good with low end, especially if you're close to it. So you should consider moving up to these mics. The MV7 USB is a very, very good mic. It might be all the mic you ever need. The SM7B is a very superior mic at 50 hertz to 20,000. Singers can use it. Narrators can use it. It's great for doing audiobooks. It's great for doing podcasting. It's got the radio sound that you hear from FM and AM radio people. So this is our look at dynamic microphones that use XLR. Our next video is going to cover condenser microphones that are better than that Blue Yeti, that also require a mixing board or a preamp and a cable. And that will be our next video after this one. And remember, you can buy all of this equipment in the United States from Adorama Camera, Amazon, Best Buy, BH Photo, Guitar Center, which has brick and mortar stores as well as online, Musician's Friend, Sweetwater, which I think has a brick and mortar store in Indiana, Target, Walmart, Woodwind Brass Wind, which is an orchestral store, but they carry this kind of equipment, Z-Zounds. If you found this program informative, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, I discuss the nuts and bolts of writing and publishing, editing, cover creation, copyrights, picking a self-publisher, making a website, putting books into stores, how to get your manuscript before agents and publishers. And I add new content all the time. So have a good writing day.